Wake Up with Jim and Saab is exclusively on Spotify.
If you want to start your own podcast, check out anchor.fm. And if you like the podcast, make sure to follow on Spotify.
Also, share your stories
And tag.
and tag us on at Wake Up with Jim and Saab on Instagram and at ano ba?
Di ko alam.
Anyway, ito na yung show.
Welcome to the
Wake Up with Jim and Saab podcast.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Ano yung intro? Is this a podcast?
We're Jim and Sab, and this is the podcast
where we try to make sense of whatever we want to talk about, and hopefully it'll help you. Today, I'm going to share some stuff that I learned. And it's about resting, and it's about like the different personalities of the self.
Love that.
Yeah, and I learned it from my therapist. Yeah, so I've been doing talk therapy as I
I'm
have
acting surprised.
as I've been weaning off some meds. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna share that. So if you want to listen to that, then stick around. Kung hindi, then
Bala ka.
Bala ka, spoy mo.
Baka you can, if you have no idea where this is coming from, maybe you can listen to the past episodes where Jim talks about his anxiety.
Yeah.
So
I
that would
basically dealt with trauma and anxiety attacks. Panic attacks. So anyway. Okay, before that though, since I'm gonna take this opportunity of this chop suey episode, I had some stuff listed on my phone na tagal na talaga na ang gusto ko matagal ko nang gustong pag-usapan, pero
go.
Never natutuloy. So okay, number 1. Okay. Number 1. Is it just me, or is it becoming annoying yung and again, of course, I'm gonna talk about mental health. I'm gonna talk about that's what I'm gonna share. Pero the expression or the abuse of the expression na mind space.
Mind space?
Parang
what does that mean?
Yung parang
headspace?
Yung parang headspace. My mind, you know, like, you know how it is like when
pain body. Sorry.
That's from
Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah.
I was saying it.
Aaron Eckhart.
Gago.
Yung I don't know why I wrote this, pero
you're pissed off at their mind space?
I'm not pissed off at the term.
You think it's overused?
I think when people do shitty things and then they say, I don't want to talk about it because I'm not in the proper mind space.
But that's legit though.
That's legit. That's why what I'm saying is what I'm trying to question is that there are a lot of people, we've dealt with a lot of friends and ex-friends who did something really selfish that hurt other people.
Yeah.
And then when you try to call them out on it, they use that as a defense.
Yes.
So the reason why is I think I'm fine with you saying, look, I'm not in the proper headspace right now.
For the record, I don't think anyone uses mind space. Parang mind museum vibes.
Hindi, kaya sinunod ko mind space.
Because you read that somewhere?
No, because one of our friends did that recently.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
So anyway, ang point ko is, okay lang naman to say na, hey, look, I'm not in the proper mind space right now. But you have to acknowledge na, but I do, but I hurt you. And maybe I'm not, parang, I hope you know that I didn't mean to hurt you.
Yeah.
And let's talk soon. That's so different kasi from using it as I did something bad. I don't need to defend myself because I'm not in the proper mind space.
I completely get what
do you
you're
get what
super, yes.
yung parang yung I also go back to what you said before, yung it explains it but it doesn't excuse it.
Yes.
Na I want people to be more mindful na our actions, affect other people.
Yeah.
Diba? And yes, self-care is so important. That's what we're gonna talk about today.
No, but actually, alam mo, naisip ko yan the other day when I was thinking about it. Like, obviously, your mental health matters. But I think what's important to remember is that your mental health is not always more important than other people's mental health. So when
Or
you're...
you can't, parang kumbaga you can't, there's no superiority there.
Yes, oo. Parang we're all just trying to take care of ourselves and...
For example,
and I think not taking accountability for some of your actions and using it as an excuse nga to run away from the confrontation, which needs to happen. Maybe when you're ready, but at least sana try to get ready for it.
or at least try to, na parang, ito, I think what happens is when people go into, quote unquote, mind space, I think what happens is they leave no room for empathy. And I think that is, and the reason why I hope if you're listening to this and you are currently dealing with something like that, na you probably offended someone, you hurt someone, and you really are not in the proper headspace, that's completely okay. That's understandable. But I think you cross a certain point where you no longer na parang yung sabi mo nga na parang you create this superiority or parang na my mental problem is so much worse than what you're dealing with, so I can act this way.
Yes.
So, and honestly, I was called out for doing that. After Pancho was born, to be honest, like it was difficult for me to to be empathetic.
Yeah.
Empathetic to other parents who were dealing with, for me, small problems.
Yeah.
Like it annoyed the hell out of me. Na parang hassle, like something.
Yeah.
Like ayaw niyang hindi kami nakapuntang concert. Dahil
Nagka-fever.
nagka-fever yung anak ko. Parang ako, putangin na kung ako si Pancho, isang ubo pa lang titigil ko yung buong mundo ko eh. Parang ganun yung mentality ko. And it wasn't healthy. And I thank God I was called out. And I realized na yes, we are living a very different situation, diba? But that doesn't excuse me to act selfishly and to think that their problems are not problems. Yun. So
Yeah.
nakakatawa. This was supposed to be a funny
It's a really interesting thing to talk about because I have been thinking about that rin. I mean, sometimes we get caught up in our own situations that we forget to be how do you call this? To be mindful nga of other people. Kasi your emotions are always valid. Your emotions are emotions. It's what you do about it that matters. So, in the same way na you feel like you know that you are not emotionally ready for a conversation, your action is the action of you saying, you know what, hindi ako, okay, ayoko pag-usapan, okay? Okay, bye.
Ayoko.
Hindi talaga, ayoko talaga.
Ganun.
That is different from, okay, I completely understand and I'm really sorry.
kahit nga walang sorry.
Kahit walang sorry. I'm not ready to talk about this, but I acknowledge that there's something that needs to be discussed.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to say the wrong things.
Yes.
I don't want to hurt you even more.
Yes.
That's so different, diba? From I'm going through something. Can
Yeah.
we not? Diba? So
but of course, if you have said that in the past,
that's fine. We've all done that.
this is just a good reminder for everyone, not
Yeah.
just for the listeners, but also for me and Jim.
And story time. Sabi and I had a super best friend.
Yeah.
Okay? And he was with us 24/7 and he dealt with a lot of shit. And he would always say that, diba? But the conversation never went past that. So it'll always be like he does something hurtful, we get hurt, he says, "Oh, I'm going through something shitty."
Oh,
So therefore, what happened is the relationship never progressed.
yeah.
We never, we didn't get to love him more. We didn't get to, you know, because at the end of the day, if you keep hurting naman people because you're feeling a certain way or
Yeah.
something, we're all humans. We're mauubos ka,
Yeah.
'di ba?
I wish though at the time that we were more well versed in these
Yeah.
things. No, we could have actually every so often asked him like, is there anything that we can do? Do you want to talk about it? Because I didn't think he received that from
That's
us.
true.
So yeah, actually maybe we should put it on our to-do list to say, what's up?
Oh.
Anyway,
Anyway, so while we're, you know, in this topic, I just wanted to share something I realized about myself. Okay.
is this kind of with regards to headspace?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the biggest things that I've been dealing with is the inability. Is I'm so critical of myself. I'm so critical of myself, and I can't get my fucking brain to shut up.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything I do, it automatically comes up with should, dapat, and Saab has always,
If we had a jar
of dapat.
where Jim would have to donate something if every time he said dapat, sayang, we would have a really big fucking jar.
Yeah. And I would say na in our earlier days, hindi naman ganitong ka-wild. Diba? But because of traumatic experience we had, nag-double down. Yung pagiging self-critical, I can't get it to shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And not just with, if funny enough, it's not just with big decisions, even the small ones.
Small
right?
decisions like
kung ano, if we watch a stupid show, it's like, dapat talaga,
oh.
sayang.
Or kumari, let's say
It's like,
nag-order
it
kami
was
ng
30 minutes, dude.
Nag-order kami ng McDo, kumari cheeseburger, tas biglang pagdating ng cheeseburger, sabihin ko, dapat nuggets. So parang it's non-stop, man. It's like
Yeah.
it's 24/7, my brain, and the what is the bigger problem? The bigger problem is I can't enjoy the now. Okay?
Aww.
And I'm just always thinking of, that's why I read The Power of Now, that helped, that kind
The
of helped
mind
me.
body, the pain body.
I am Aaron Eckhart.
That's a different Eckhart.
Si Two-Face yun eh. So anyway, what I realized, what I learned nung yung sa session ko, which I think a lot of people can relate to, because I'm sure marami dyan, especially ngayong pandemic na, you want to do this, you're immediately, you already have this voice saying, you can't do that. You try something new, you already have a voice saying, ano ka, pakul? Diba?
Yeah.
I mean, so what I learned is that there are, this is not, I'm just gonna try my best to
explain
to
it?
explain it
Go.
without going into full psychology.
Okay.
Pero there is, alam ko may mga ego shit na ganyan. Ayoko gamitin yung terms na yun kasi hindi siya,
Id, ego, super ego?
yeah, hindi siya relatable for me.
Okay.
Yung naging relatable sa akin is in ourselves there is a parent. That's the critical one.
Are you gonna talk about inner child?
And then there's the inner child.
Love it.
And what happens is, for most people, it's either or. It's either the parent voice who says, Jim, ay nako, dapat nga, dapat, alam mo yun, dapat, parang, mahiya ka naman, Jim. Yung ganon.
Yeah.
The child is, gusto ko lang, ano ba? Gusto kong mag-relax. Gusto kong maging komportable.
Yeah.
And, of course, this is a podcast. This is our podcast. So I would like to share, and this is a bit personal. But I love all of you guys and I trust you
We're very close.
with my inner secrets.
Go.
before we had Pancho and before we lost Luna, I was the dominant voice in my head was the child. You know that, Sabi.
Yeah.
We would always fight because Sab would say, may event ako. Gusto mo ako samahan. The act of service si Sab. I would end up thinking, gusto ko lang mag-PlayStation. Parang, Jim, pwede mo ba ako sunduin sa ganyan? Ganon. Sorry, ganon talaga.
Yeah. I'm aware.
And what happened was, when something big happened, when we lost Luna, parang biglang naging na-turn off yung inner child in me. You need to get that?
Oh, no.
Huh?
No.
Na-turn off yung inner child in me. Parang nalagay siya in a closet.
Okay.
Na because okay.
Sorry.
Why don't you take it?
Hello?
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, parang because the parent in me blamed the child.
The child in you.
Yeah. Pretty much said like, it's all your fault, blah blah blah, parang shut up. Ginanon niya. So that's what happened to me. So that's why I've been dealing with so much anxiety. Because I feel like I'm gonna make a wrong move. I feel like I'm going to make a mistake. And I can't afford any mistakes. And I can't afford to have fun. I can't afford to relax. I can't enjoy. So this conflict has been taking over my life. Gets? Parang, because si child comes out of the closet every once in a while and says, hey, I really just want to chill out and play guitar. Si parent is saying, what?
Yeah.
May negosyo ka, may dalawa kang anak, may asawa ka, ano ka ba? No. Ganon.
Yeah.
So, it's a struggle, and the conflict, therefore, takes over. That is the primary source of my stress. Because I want naman both things eh. I want to have fun, I want to relax, but I also want to be incredibly responsible and to be the best that I can be. So, what I need to do is, so diba there's the parent and then there's the child. You have to find the adult. And that adult will mediate between the child and the parent. So, I hope I'm clear.
No,
naman.
it's clear, yeah.
Gets naman, no?
Yeah.
So, for example, let's say you always tell me, diba, parang, oh God, parang, if you want to lie down in bed, you know, you're done with work. Lie down in bed.
Yeah.
Okay, so si parent will say, ano ka ba? Why are you lying down in bed? Namahiya ka nga. Si child naman is, gusto ko matulog. Gusto ko, parang ganyan. Si adult will say, yo, parent, pagod si Jim. Okay? Child, sige, okay, alam kong antok ka. Sige, pahinga tayo ng 15 minutes. So parang just creating that voice might help shush si parent voice,
Yeah.
which is dominant on me. So, if you're listening to this, and it might be a good exercise for you to find out, like, which of is the parent or is it the child that's dominant in my life, and how is that manifesting in my daily decisions, in what I get stressed about, and try to be an adult. Try to put an adult in the room. Nakakatawa, parang Mr. Robot.
Oo nga.
Mr. Robot.
Oo nga.
Mr. Robot.
Spoiler, Jim. Joke.
I am Mr.
Pwede ba ako
Robot.
mag-insert ng stuff?
Go, please, go
that
ahead.
I wrote down.
That's
No, but this is actually a wonderful thing, Jim, that you're sharing, because I did realize that I have become such a better person towards myself when I became a better parent. Kasi, because of the inner child thing, yung learning ko na ganun, na parang if I'm so nice and sweet to Pancho and Vito.
Pero can we not, to not confuse it. There's
Yeah.
the inner parent, and are you talking about being a parent or
I'm talking about how being a parent helped me become an inner parent.
what? Huh?
Can you let me finish?
Okay. Wala ako sa math.
So, me being a parent, an actual parent to Pancho and Vito has made me become a better inner parent to
But
my
you
inner
don't become
child.
an inner parent. That you have an inner
Hindi,
parent.
kaya nga, my inner parent has become a better parent. Gets mo? Nagets
Okay.
mo? So, because for me, the parent should be an adult. So, the parent should... So, you don't have to have those three. For me lang, ha?
Wag mong,
Can I...
wag mong guluhin yung formula kasi this is groundbreaking na nga for me na
I'm
may
sorry.
1, 2, 3.
But here,
We are separating the parent, the child, and the adult.
Of course.
You can say the thing is kasi those are the reason why there's the inner parent and there's an inner child because they're from both extremes.
Okay.
No matter what you do, the one that can bring the parent and the child to the middle is the mediator, which is the adult.
Okay.
So you can't say that the inner parent improved.
Well, I think
And I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's possible.
This is based. We're working on my theory, so I don't mean to be controlling.
Yeah, but you are.
I'm so sorry.
No.
I'm kidding.
I completely get that. I just want to offer this.
Okay, without messing up my formula.
Without messing it up.
Okay.
But how do I not mess it up? But I'm trying to use those terms too.
No, you're saying that your adult became more of a presence in your inner voice room. Yung si adult, mas malakas yung kapit niya. So mas nahatak niya na si inner parent na, hoy, makinig ka sa akin. Inner parent, wag ka masyadong ganyan. Inner child, wag ka masyadong ganyan. Mas ganon.
Okay,
so the
fine.
inner parent
Sige,
and the inner
relax.
child were not affected. They're still,
okay, child.
they did not change. They're still in the same room. The difference is your inner adult went inside the room.
Bakit po ako dinuduro? Poking ina. Excuse me po. Oo. Pwede ba kayo sabi kay adult, rumelax lang po si parent? Ano pong nangyayari dito?
I'm so sorry. I love you. I'm sorry.
Tapos ako lang yung thought ko.
Yes,
Pero super gets ko yung sinasabi mo na ayaw mong tanggalin yung foundations. Okay? Ang sinasabi ko lang na for me, what happened in my head is that because I want to be understanding and patient with my children. And when I see my inner child becoming, calling out for help or bratting, then
okay.
my inner, me, how I am towards my inner child, I become more forgiving and understanding and being like, oh, you know what? It's okay. You know how I am with Silvito, right? I'm always like, it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay. That's perfectly fine. It's okay.
Nagigets ko na yung sinasabi
so
mo.
I'm saying parang, it's okay. I know you're... And then because I always verbalize it for them, right? I verbalize it for myself too. I say, okay, you're feeling angry right now. Okay. Because that's how I am with Pancho Vita. You're angry right now. It's okay. Obviously, you're angry. Mama stopped you from having fun. I understand. You can cry.
Dapat ginaganyan mo rin ako.
Adult? Apa? Andyan po ba si adult? Wala? Okay. Okay pa. Wala palang adult dito. Ako lang pala. Apa? Okay. Noted pa.
So, I think, tama.
That's my concept.
Yeah, and it's so nice because
I would never want us to be like that towards our kids, right? Parang, ba't nakahiga lang dyan? Bakit? So I'm thinking, don't do that to yourself too. Because if you do that to yourself, you're just gonna be anxious and upset and you won't get enough rest that you need.
So the title of this episode should be, We Don't Need Parents.
Hindi. The title of this episode is
You Are Your Parent.
Adult Debunked. To joke. But here, Jim, here's also what I want to offer to you. Life Coach Saab over here. Yung sinasabi na parang when you find yourself like wanting to play guitar and whatever, that's always the struggle when you are an adult nga, diba? Not just an adult, even a young adult. It's you're always, especially a business owner or a student, because there's always something you can do to improve the business. There's always something you can learn. You can read ahead. There's no
Pwede ka
stopping you.
ma-FOMO.
Always.
Lagi ka ma-FOMO.
Hindi, yes, oh. So parang, this, hindi ka talaga mawawala ng gagawin. Kaya you have to schedule in these fun tasks, these resting tasks in your calendar. And the task there is do absolutely nothing. Think of absolutely nothing. It's there in your calendar eh. Wala. Kasi if you don't put a stop in this block of time na I'm working on my business, and then you have to, you tell yourself talaga na stop. Because what I learned about rest is, resting kung wala nakahiga ka, pero sobrang stressed ka, and then,
That's me.
and then, kung wala manonood ka ng Netflix or HBO Go,
That's me.
and then, parang nanonood ka, so
Hala,
you're not getting
hala,
anything
hala, hala,
accomplished.
ubos yung oras.
But that's what's going on in your head na parang,
Ay,
oh my
nako,
God, oh my God, you could be doing something, you could be doing something.
sasayang ng oras.
That is not rest.
That's me.
That's not rest.
That's me.
What could be rest that's not associated with rest in the common world is actually kung exercise. If that gives you, diba, you don't really think na, what? Running or lifting weights, that's rest? Yes, it can be rest. If it,
Pero ganun din ako pag nag-exercise eh.
yes.
Hala, panligo ako.
That's
Hala,
why-
paano to? Maubos yung oras
Kaya
ko
nga.
kasi may meeting ako, magkakape pa ako.
Kaya nga currently, for you, you don't have rest right now. Wala kang real rest, Jim. So, kasi ang real rest is giving yourself time and not thinking about,
ito nga.
not thinking about what you should be doing instead.
Just to let you know, yung na-establish nga na, that's why when the boys sleep, that's when I actually rest. And that's why I try to prolong it. That's why I've been sleeping a bit late.
Is that true though? Because when you do that, I know for sure what's going on in your head is, oh no, matatapos na yung gabi, oh no, I have to cram in all of these things that I want to do. I know you so well. Ano gagawin ko? Should I watch something or should I play guitar? Should I make a new song? Should I do this? Should I work out now? I know you so well. That's what you're doing. So that's not rest, honey. Rest would be, tonight's evening project is making a song. And that's it. You schedule it, that's your rest, and that's all you're going to think about.
Wow. You hacked my brain.
Sign
Are
up-
you
sign up-
Mr. Robot?
So,
Aw. I'm just, again, I hope you guys know na. It's not easy for me and to share with you, like,
sorry, binasag ko sobra yung sa'yo. I mean, binasag kita ba? Hindi
no.
naman, diba? Okay.
That's the thing naman eh. Parang, before we end, I just want to say na, I guess that's why this podcast I hope you guys know that it's really we really feel a personal connection to our podkids, because I had a hard time talking to, my family about, because we grew up in na parang taboo yung ganito. So I'm just glad that, and I had people, reach out saying that they were feeling these certain ways and, that it helped them. So I hope that kahit medyo kalat tong episode na to, I hope, it helps you get through today.
Aww.
So the second, the last thing I want to say is, so number one, so to summarize, number one is that we want the inner adult, hindi yung adult na, hindi yung yung inner adult to manage and navigate. Okay? And then the second one is, while you're doing this, you must practice self-compassion when talking to your critical self, when talking to your inner parent. Yun yung sinasabi mo na parang practice self-compassion na.
No, actually,
Parang intindihin mo rin yung parent.
Actually, hindi kita dinedebunk sa ano ko Kasi yung sa akin is, that actually is the adult who's figured it out. Na, hey parent, don't be such a bitch to yourself. So, ganon. So, I agree with your foundation.
So,
Anong tatawagin natin dito? Meron ka bang tawag dito?
this is my thing, no?
The parent, the
Ano kaya?
adult in me.
The gym experience.
Sama.
Kasi gusto ko sana i-diagram ng mga podkids to, no?
Ego.
Hindi, wala nga eh. I've eliminated. I am making a new psychology.
EOE, the elimination of ego. Mali. Mali.
Ano kaya?
The adult supremacy.
Ganda.
Ultimatum. The gym supremacy.
Kasi I would like, if the podkids can draw a diagram again. Ano yung diagram na pinadraw ko
The
before?
car.
Hindi.
Yeah, hindi ba the car?
Hindi, it was
The
like
world?
the gym's evolution or something like that eh.
Hindi ko maalala.
Can you please remind me ano yun? Pinadraw ko tapos ang dami nag-submit na nakakatawa, di ba? Parang,
So somebody draw a chart.
a chart or a visual representation of the, what is this called? Give a name.
Give a name.
Give a name. See you guys. Bye.
Buy the new merch.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Bye.